Hello. Okay, what do we have here? Siege from 1992, and it's Mindcraft. Not Minecraft, Mindcraft. Interesting, huh? In years past, the humans and elves of the fields and forests of Mizor were prosperous and happy. Great banquets were held nightly in the halls of Elissa Palace. But word came to Castle Elissa of raids by orcs and goblins. Farmers were slaughtered, villages were plundered, outposts were destroyed. Kind of missing some music here, I think. Dwarfs marched from the mines of Darak to drive the forces of darkness back through Darkwind Pass across the mountains of the Demon Spine. Get some lovely images to no avail. The sieges began. High Rock Fortress and Fort Near fell. The armies of darkness came at last to the walls of the doomed castle of Elissa. I think it was. And here we are at the title screen. So this is a bit experimental. It's a DOS game, so the conditions are not the easiest for recording the game, for me at least. But I'll try my best. Let's see. So, yeah, it's literally been like 25 years or so since I played it properly the last time, so please don't get upset that I don't know what I'm doing here. I did playtest it though, so, and I also read a bit in the manual, so I think I kind of know what's going on, but excuse any errors here that might happen. So yeah, there are plenty of scenarios. With what I always liked as a teenager is when I played this game last. What I always liked about the game, that it had like different troop types and different races and all that. That always fascinates me. Let's see. Looking for the tutorial mission. This is all a bit old school. It's not like you hit begin campaign or something. Nope. These are literally maps that you can load, and that's it. It's different scenarios. Yeah, I can show you some more to after we've been through the tutorial to give you an impression, or maybe help you remember what was going on here. I don't remember much myself, so I don't know. Let's just start the tutorial for now. So I hope everything is recording fine. Yeah, we're going to play as a attacker. And I've read somewhere in a forum that the AI sucks, like really bad. I mean, these were the early days, right? But I'm still going to take a pretty easy difficulty, that is 2 for average. Because, like I said, I really don't know what I'm doing here. So we start paused, and I don't know. You won't get much of a sound effect here. So there are different orders. I have to get into all of this again. I mean, we can start with a safe game, I guess. Yeah, sure. So now you have heard the sound the game makes, which is pretty basic. So yeah, that is the castle. But I really liked this game as a teenager. Played it. I don't know if I played it a lot, but I played it with a friend back then regularly, and that was always fun. I have good memories, fond memories of this game. But not enough to know what I'm doing here. Mind you, just like blurry visions for the game looked, but it was kind of fun playing it back then. Also played like some kind of space marine game along with this one quite a bit. Don't remember the name now. Oh, pretty basic stuff. Like, kind of think of Doom, like the early Doom, right? That kind of graphics. So, right. Yeah, so this is a defender castle, but we are the attacker, and we have our barracks are here in a camp somewhere. Okay, this is the way. Yeah, by the way, we can also look at the map, and it's all like super frustratingly laggy, but it is also part of the game. There we are. See the cursor here? It's going nuts. Yeah, it also says in the manual that you will get like the cursor will change its shape into like almost like that Windows circle. You know, there's a loading circle, and this is when the computer is syncing, you know. Yeah, so when the computer is making a move. So I didn't really remember that the game had such slow parts, but I guess things were a little bit different back then. I don't know, but let's just play through this map for now. So what we can do for starters is go here, I think, yes, and start building some troops. Like, these are, yeah, let's go through them quickly. Human warriors, equipment, blah blah blah, and let's make this 10, group of 10. This is a sergeant, right? Let's make that 1. And he goes along with those guys. And then we can deploy our first group, which is already active. And, yeah. Sorry. Let's send them over here. Because that's the place where our engineers will go in a moment. And we mark the area that these guys should defend for now. We can unpause the game quickly for a second, and now you can see the cursor. This is when the enemy is making his move. He also has barracks which can spawn troops. And yeah, we have a limited amount of supplies and reserves, so we have to watch what we're buying, what we're doing here. So what we need next is to get a few engineers with some bridges to this spot. They're already marked. I don't need to go down there. And now we go to the engineer action area, and they should use their mobile bridges to connect. Yeah, lay bridges, connect those two coastlines here. That is if we unpause the game. So let's see what actually happens. This is quite a hassle if you want to click anything while the game is running and the computer is making his move. It's pretty annoying. This is really what I completely forgot, or maybe it wasn't that bad back then. I don't really know anymore. So there are the soldiers guarding the area, and here the engineers come and will be placing their bridges. These flames here these torches are there because the tutorial actually marks the spots where you need to do stuff for you. And the engineers will go back now. Let's see how slow it is. I'm hitting the cursor keys, like left, right, up and down and such, and it's like painstakingly slow, the movement. If I pause the game, this is way better. This is much quicker. Apparently it's the capacity of the program is already at its limits, you know. All right. So what we also can do is buy another troop type. We don't have. They're all human, and we don't have too many. They're like orcs and I don't know, trolls and some races that are specific to this game. I forgot the name now, but there's more variety than this. This is just a basic tutorial. I don't know how much actually, but at dwarves, elves, and all that, you know. But we can take a look at that later on. So you cannot mix the different types. So let's just put like a group of 10 archers. That's also a thing. They can flee, and you have a hospital where they can come back and join the battle. And yeah, there they are. Let's see if the enemy has already produced any troops. These are the barracks here, by the way. Garrison barracks. Not all of the buildings are barracks, but these are. Sorry. This is just the roof. No. So there are no troops here, but there are probably troops near the main gate, which is here, yeah. So we could try and see if our archers can reach them. Let me unselect this. And oh, the group is already activated. Alright. Oh, the lag. Oh, that's so frustrating. Alright, so let's send them here. And this works a little bit different if you want to attack with missile or ranged troops. You have to select the area where they should attack first. And then you have to select the area from where they launch. Alright. And yeah, could unpause the game already. I don't know if they will come down here, so the enemy, that is. So let's place our other guys here as well, up here. And then unpause and see what happens. Man, like it really is like 25 years already since I played this game. Pretty amazing how time goes by. Yeah, but I gotta be honest, I really knew nothing. I'm glad that I looked a bit into the manual, otherwise I would start at 0 basically. Alright, so let's check what happened here. Let's pause this for a minute. Oh yeah, there are also different orders that might play a role here. So let's go through this. This is go to a spot, this is stop, this is attack, this is defend. This is target a certain group instead of a area, a location. This is engineering. This is not repair, but this is, ooh, forgot that. This is like replace or something. This is the barracks, building troops and sending them off. Cancel. This is a graph. This is oh yeah, there are two energy columns here, and one is health and the other one is energy. So yeah, basically fatigue, and after that they fight like crap and die quicker. I think the left one is health, not sure though. Zoom and pause, so that's all. And orders, fire at will. Yeah, extended patrol, I don't remember all of this, but they're reinforced, relief, replace, that's all like specific troop actions when you want to split the troops because one group is too big or something. Escort, like engineers for example, so they stay together, the troops and the engineers. Double time, this will make them more fatigued, but go quicker to a place. Full retreat is self-explanatory, and release is like sends part of them away, or the wounded one, or something like that. All right. So these are our guardians, guarding soldiers. The archers are not there yet. These guys can come down here if they want to, but they don't want to yet. We could also build sorry, my voice is a bit rough and cracking up lately. We could also build a catapult, though I haven't used it very successfully in my test run. Maybe, wait a minute. Oh, I think because I cannot reach anything, the archers didn't even move. Oh, that's dumb. No, they did move. Where are they though? Here. Alright, they should be there then. In a second. Alright. Let's go to the barracks, and you need at least 5 guys to operate a catapult. But it's better if some of them die. The catapult still remains operational, so five guys is minimum. I don't know. Oh, and the flag, that's how you win the game. It's a bit of a weird mechanic. Well, we'll get to it soon enough, I hope. Let's try the catapult first. And yeah, we don't need to get too close, but we could target should also put some soldiers that along with the catapult then. We could target that group. Right, so the catapult should shoot like here from, actually I don't know if this is a bad spot. Soldiers are already here. It's a bit narrow here, right? Let's see if this works. Actually, I think troops don't have trouble going through each other, unlike even newer games where they kind of get stuck on each other because they're all solid. Because it is real time, but it's kind of not. They are almost moving like turn-based because the game itself is so slow, and somehow it kind of works. At least that was my impression. So let's build another group. 10. Another sergeant or general or whatever. You know what? Let's actually give them 2. And yeah, let's secure this passage here now. Alright. Let's see what happens. Let the game run a bit. And then we wanna create a new group of engineers soon that have ladders, so that our soldiers can climb the wall. But that will most surely draw out the enemy troops. Okay, here they come. Let me just quickly check. It takes a while until the pause actually pauses. Let me just check if the enemy did react in any way. Seems they didn't. But we do have quite the amount of troops already here now. It's a good output. So the flag thing. This is the enemy flag. You have to use your engineers to replace this flag with your own. You only have 5 of your own flags, which you can use for that, at least in this on this map. And it has to last. Your flag has to be here for a full day, basically. There's a thing called nightfall, so they don't fight when it's night, apparently, which makes sense, I guess. And so from one nightfall to the next, basically a full day, you have to hold your flag there at the center of the enemy base, basically, and then you have won the map. Alright, so that will be interesting how the catapult actually works. Maybe it will do some damage. Oh yeah, and there's a thing with friendly fire as well. It's not wise to just missile into an ongoing melee fight between your troops and the other ones. That will harm your own troops as well. So these are the bowmen now, the archers. Let's see, pause the game so I can actually follow them. So far no one has died. You can see the day after I paused the game. Yeah, it's still a little bit to go. Oh, you get a bit of sound. They're firing now. Not sure if they're killing. Yeah, it takes a while. I have some good health here, by the way. I think the sound is just to indicate that they're shooting. There are different sounds, like when you're being hit or you die, or if you hit enemies or they die. I think those are the different sounds you get. Yeah, here you can see the orc warriors have full health. They are also spearmen. They also have ranged troops. Sergeant. So the terrain also, I guess, plays a role for defense, right? Those are only melee troops, though. I'm not sure what the range of these guys is. I hope they're targeting something sensible. Alright, let's see. Let's continue. Yeah, this is really slow. This kind of put me off a little bit, to be honest. Didn't expect that. Didn't remember this red-yellow cursor thing at all. So a round will take quite a while. I might speed up some of the battle parts here later in editing. I'm not sure. So let's just get a quick impression of the battle for now. I don't even know where they're firing. Is it here? I mean, we can change the graph if it takes. Yes. Oh, is this so? The right one seems to be energy. I don't think we have been hurt here. And the archers, a bit low on energy. And let's see how much. Yeah, we did a little bit. Yeah, this is health, so the left one is the health bar. Yeah. We're doing some damage here, but not much. Well, it's the start. So let's see where the catapult actually is. Is that thing doing any damage? I wonder. In the manual it says it also damages troops. So if I want to climb the walls, which might be a bit prematurely, I need more engineers. So there's the nightfall. Killed, destroyed, and then there's a ratio thing, which is kind of odd, but also interesting. It says like you have like a 1-to-3 ratio. 1 of your guys died for 3 of their guys, or something like that, you know. Today's death, enemy only. Oh, so they did get a death? Who knows? Adaptations, that's a thing as well. Hospital releases. So this is day 2 now. 7 AM. Yeah, you can see like the stone that is being thrown by the catapult, usually, if it works. Maybe it's not working. Let's pause this for a minute. Click on these guys and attack these guys. We could also target them as a group. I don't know. Let's get a little bit closer. And also, I guess I want more troops there now. So I'm building another batch of engineers. Sorry. So let's get yeah, actually I can make this a bigger group. 20 and 3 sergeants, and deploy, and they can occupy and defend this space here already, so they can climb right up if they want to, as soon as they've sent the engineers there. And also they will help protect these engineers a bit if necessary. These guys are not being attacked here at the moment. They're not coming out, so I don't know. Like I said, I heard the AI was pretty dumb. So all it's doing at the moment is like gathering here at the main gate, I guess. But they do come out. I've tested that. Even on this difficulty level, they came down here last time. Not the whole way around though. Not through the main gate. At least not while I was attacking from here. Alright, so let's continue a little bit more. That's a good old retro sound, right? If that doesn't conjure up some memories, I don't know. This gives me good old DOS and Commodore 64 vibes. Boop, boop. There's a rock that we're throwing, but I never know if it's actually hitting or doing some damage. It's kind of odd to. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, it's still in mid-air, I guess. Let's check where it lands and what it does. Look at this. They're all healthy, almost. Healthy and fine. There goes the rock. And doesn't want to land. It's just flying. Where is it now? Damn. Yeah, that's the thing where the game is running. You cannot really control. So it hit here. Oh, I think this is a dead body. Even though it has like full health, but this is definitely a dead body, and another troop is standing on top of it. So I guess we killed our first guy here. What's going on here? Those archers aren't doing any damage here. This is negligible. Alright, let's get another troop of archers for now. Before we build the engineers with the ladders, we should get as much range damage out of it as possible. Yeah. Alright, so let's see. They could go down here. At some point they will come down and drop on us, but as long as they don't react, we got a few good shots in, I think. Let's see what they do. If they come down here, that might be a good opportunity to climb down the ladders on the climb up the ladders on the other side. So let's actually build those engineers here as well then. Alright, deploy. And I'm not going to put the ladders up just yet. Let them just go here, I think. What position? That's good. So yeah, let's wait a little bit more, a little bit longer. Also save the game here. You never know with these games. Yeah, but see the catapult. I'm not sure. Maybe it killed. Yeah, it has to have been the catapult that killed that one guy. I was expecting like more of an area of effect attack on the catapult, but I'll take it, I guess. One down. The body already vanished, and there's another one, isn't there? Is that a dead body? Nah. Well, that's just an arrow flying above him. But that is another dead body up there. You can see the blood. It's a bit hard to keep track of things, but you will notice that there you go. Yeah, you can clearly see the dead body. You'll notice at some point the groups get smaller and the output doesn't compensate for that at some point. And I'm really wondering if they will leave at any point the castle. There comes another rock flying. More troops from behind. It's just a giant mass here. The good thing is the catapult should hit because no matter where it goes, there's always somebody standing there, right? But I don't know, those archers are a bit disappointing, not gonna lie. Can I do this while the cursor is loading? Doesn't really want to change. Oh, it does. Look at this. This is... ugh. Can spend an eternity like this. 3 dead bodies. I mean, we don't have any casualties yet, so I guess that is alright. Okay, let's see. Our other archers should have arrived at some point. Let's check the situation. Nope. Are they stuck? Are they actually stuck? Is that a thing? Is that a possibility? Soldiers arriving. That's the one with the 3 sergeants. They're still on their way. Might be. Ugh, this is no fun. Look at the cursor, how janky it's moving. Soldier. Oh, that is an archer, yeah. And those are the engineers, I see. Alright. So let's wait for the other archers. Yeah. So I guess if you're looking at this video, you probably have clicked on it because you have played it at some time yourself. So I wonder what are your impressions if you haven't played it like me for 20 plus years. It's kind of odd. I gotta be honest, I remembered it a little better. It's not like I want to play it all the time now. Not gonna lie, but I don't know, maybe I'll look into the other missions, into the other maps as well at some point, play through a bunch of them more. Not sure yet. And like I said, there are different troop types, and I don't know, but we'll get to that when it's time. So let's see if I can actually get through here, or if they're blocking each other off. There's a lot of beeping going on, by the way, at the moment. Is that because they're hitting that much, or are we getting it? Are we being attacked as well with ranged troops? Don't think we are. No, we're just firing. I mean, they're all like a tiny bit. They're losing a tiny bit of health. These are all full. I'm not even sure how strong those melee fighters are. Mace, leather, and buckler. So yeah, you have armor and shield as well, and a mace. Well, the question is, how do they compare to longsword chain and shield chain? Should be better than leather. Like if you go with the normal RPG stuff and real life stuff, I guess. Longsword sounds good enough. Mace is blunt. Maybe that's almost the same damage. Doesn't really say, right? At least not here. Maybe in the manual. So I think it's still too early to send our troops up here yet. We could also target the barracks. That's what's suggested in the manual for the tutorial. And you also get to see like holes in the roofs. And I'm not sure what it does though. So that is a bit annoying. Look at these guys, they're completely exhausted. But they all seem to be alive now. That's important. Day 2. Oh, and there's a time limit. So the defender has time on his side. If you hold out long enough, you win automatically. The attacker has to succeed with the flag thing. I don't know what the day, how long it is. I think it's a lot though. A lot of days that you have to survive. I also find the concept interesting, to be honest. Like sieges, medieval sieges are kind of interesting. And it's not easy to know in our time how it really went on there. It's a lot about starvation as well, and less about siege weapons, I think, like trebuchet and rams and catapults and all that. I think they were not used that much as we think, because those walls are quite sturdy, those stone walls, and even if they collapse, you still have like all the rubble in the way and all everything. You know, it's not that easy. And also you have like different sections in a castle usually, so it's not, if you have one breach, then you can just waltz through the place usually. Yeah, so that is interesting. So it's I think it's a bit of a mind game, right? It's like, do you have enough supplies to survive? Who starves quicker? Because the attackers also have a starvation problem, which is odd, right? Because at some point you have you have to go further and further to get like resources. You know, if you have plundered and raided everything that's surrounding the castle that you're besieging, that you're laying siege on, then you will be starving as well at some point, right? And the men, they want to get paid, and you know, you have to like care for them. So yeah, it's not as easy. And yeah, I guess, I don't know, it's an interesting thing. Some sieges were pretty brutal if the attackers succeeded, but I think usually it wasn't actually that bad, like raping and pillaging, you know, that kind of thing. That's not the norm. I don't want to say that it was like amicably, no, that's not the right way to say the word. Like friendly, that's what I mean. But it wasn't like they were all like bloodthirsty and completely lost command structures and everything. And plus, a lot of the guys who joined the forces also did that out of desperation. So it's basically do this or starve at home, right? So they also did that to survive. So it's like weird stuff. Yeah, but it is interesting. Also, like, there's the tactics that are involved in this. Like, I find those scenarios fascinating. So now you can see, well, I'm babbling, but alright, how long this game actually takes while you're doing nothing. It's almost like nothing is happening. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, like I said. I don't know. It's been a while. We can see some dead bodies piling up now. Maybe we should take some risks. Not sure if I want to go up there yet. So apparently, like I said, they're not going after the mobile bridges. Might as well go up here. But before we do that, we're going to get the last troops out as well. And yeah, let's actually put them all in one group. We should be able to split them up if we need to later. So, and then we will see our first melee combat. There will be a bottleneck situation. So what I think I want to do is put the ladders up right there where they're standing at the moment. So they have to, these guys have all to pass my archers, and I hope they're not going down there. Let's see what happens. The catapult. Do I have to move it away? I think I'll leave it there and put some soldiers in front. I hope this works out. But see, it's quite narrow. They're all stuck there, but they all have kind of found their place, didn't they? those are the two archer groups. This archer group went past all these guys without getting stuck. That's pretty neat. That's some good coordination. You don't get that in modern games. In some modern games, at least. Anyway, I think that the group is not activated anymore. So let's go down here. Activate it again quickly. There. And it also the cursor movement, it also lags a bit behind. So if you hit it too often, it takes like five more additional steps. Right. So defend here. And we don't need to look at that. You really got to choose where you want to look because it's so laggy otherwise. Alright. I think it's 90 days that you have time. So, yeah, like I said, time is not on our side. So, it's not necessarily a good tactic. Just trying to like grind them down with missile attacks. Especially when they're like needle pricks, you know, pinpricks or whatever. Yeah, it's a bit of a sad affair, even though we do get some dead bodies there, but well, it's like 1/4, one third down. Almost for the worst of them, but some also do have full health still. And it's only the left health bar, and this doesn't fatigue them at all. They get an arrow stuck in their knee or the head, wherever. I need to drink something. Oh boy, I hope this is recording fine. I don't have much experience recording DOS games so far, so this is a bit of a test run. Let's see how it goes. Alright. I think that was the sound of someone dying, right? Shouldn't there be nightfall at some point? Also the gig. I mean, wait a minute. There's this thing where you can adjust the speed. But it is reacting a bit weirdly. Alright, so 0 is the fastest. Let's try that. But you'll see it doesn't really go faster. Does it? I don't know, you tell me. Feels like it's the same, to be honest, or even slower. I don't know what it is referring to. Maybe it's just a message speed or something, I don't know. Look at the arrows, they're stuck midair. I mean, it feels like it's even worse than before. I said, maybe did they accidentally reverse the numbers? And by the way, this menu is a bit tedious as well, because you have to hold the left mouse button instead of just clicking on it, and then release to activate whatever you want to do. Really weird system. But this game back in the days was only made by a handful of people anyway. So about Siege, there you go, like two or three guys. No, a little bit more, but still. So I don't know. Let's try slows. Go with that. Yeah. It's just the loading time of the cursor. That's what's eating up all the time, right? Slow feels faster than fast. Not gonna lie. So since I don't know what's actually going on here, let me let me pause first. And then go with, I guess medium, huh? Let's be on the safe side. Alright, so yeah. So let's not, so that things don't get too boring. Let's actually attack with the ladders here. Let's check what they have at first. So let's actually go around the whole castle for a second, so you can actually view the whole castle as well. These are the spear hurlers. They can, yeah, they can throw spears. Those are ranged guys. Animal hides. So there's still a lot of stuff in here. It's pretty dangerous, but they won't come all at once. Another group, I hope at least. Another group. We could do like an infiltration mission. Just bring up some guys far away without support, but I think I'll just shoot myself in the foot then. And I don't know if melee troops can actually damage the barracks. That might also be an interesting thing. Alright, so we have 3 ranged troops up there and a ton of these guys here. I wonder if they have limited resources as well. They should, but I'm not sure how the game handles things. I don't have more resources, so that's for sure. Yeah, they can just get 5 flag carriers in, and that's it. Those are all my resources. We have some points here, but there are no more troops. Alright. Yeah, let me check on the health bars again. So this isn't a suicide mission. I mean, if the missile guys, the archers' energy bars are depleted, that's not too bad. Important are the melee guys. Alright, I think I'll risk something and we'll see. The equipment should be at least just as good, if not better. We should have better armor with our guys, so I think we can risk it. Wait, shouldn't there be... Oh, these guys got stuck here. They should be moving, but they don't. They're not, right? Yeah, they're not moving at all. Oh, they are. Wow, this really takes a lot of time. See, it's almost like a turn-based game with that loading process there. Ugh. That's annoying. Sorry, gotta be honest here. I remember this game being more fluid, but maybe I didn't know anything better back then. I don't know, man. Nah, I'm pretty sure. I think I was playing. Well, I don't know. Memories fade. Things get mixed up after a while in your head, right? Alright, so they're up here. So now we can start and get the siege really going. I think they will rush to the ladders fairly quickly. These guys that are at the main gate at the moment. And then we'll have to react. And the battle will become more dynamic. We'll have to see where they amass, where they go to, and then we'll have to counter that a bit as good as we can. We also have to be careful not to shoot into the hand-to-hand combat with our ranged troops. Just target the guys that are not involved in any combat situation. Alright, so let's take this group and get some action going here. Set letters. There you go. And can This will be interesting if they should be able to place at least here 2 letters, or 1 at least. Alright? Nothing's happening though. That's a moment. Oh boy. Computer is thinking like there's no tomorrow. Yeah, there's not much happening. Maybe if I move them to the side a bit. This group? No, this group first. This should help. Maybe they really used up every single space. Go here for now. It's a bit like this game where you push 1 square around, 1 tile around until you get the complete picture, if you remember that one. Alright. There's more room here now. Still not enough. Look at this guy. He's stuck in there. Is he getting through? Will he like teleport through? These guys are still not moving. Oh. Yeah. The team is complete. There should be enough space for them to set the letters. That's also a bit annoying that the troops, if they can't follow the order you give them, they just stand there. It's not like you get a message that they cannot react or anything. You kind of have to check for yourself. You have to guess. Or, yeah, you have to check all the time if they're actually doing what you told them to do. So that's a bit annoying. Alright. So as you can see, they can actually move through each other. They don't want to do that here for some reason. Alright, let's try this again. The tutorial tells you to place the letters here between those 2 campfires. So this should work as well though. Let's see. Those engineers are a bit lazy. They're not moving at all. Nobody's moving actually. Computer is just calculating the moves or non-moves of all the guys that are standing still at the main gate. It's just centered on here without me doing anything for some reason. I don't know. Engineers aren't moving at all. They can't be bothered to put up letters for some reason. Huh. And why it's centering? Is it centering on this? I mean, I would get it if it's centered on that for some reason. I don't know. Weird. Maybe they need a longer wall, a longer stretch to put up all the letters at once. I would love to know the reach of the catapult. Oh well. You know what? We're going to give them a little more breathing room here. Go here. Hold position. And you... Oh, that's a big group, by the way. Maybe we can just transfer you a little bit further to the left. So that this area is clear at least. Can you do that? Oh, this takes forever. And it's still beeping somewhere. It's like they're not moving at all. They should have at least one square to go up there a little bit. This is clear though. Oh, there you go. And can you do that now, please? Can you react? Or do you want to place all the letters at once? Otherwise you won't do it. Or did I not say an engineer? I think I'm fairly sure I said set letters, right? Yeah, set letters. Oh, it says set letters. They're not doing it. Maybe it's the wrong spot. But why would this spot be any different than from this one? And again, it's just centered. Maybe it's saying that it won't do it this way. Not sure. What's up with all the beeping? And also, nightfall should come at some point. You know what? I want to see them move at least. You know. Let me see some engineer feet moving, please. What's beeping here, by the way? I think those are orcs dying. Is the group getting smaller? And what about the reserves? Not to tell. Alright, let's see if they can move at all. Or if they're just stuck there somehow. They can move. Kinda. Yeah. So now they're spreading out a little bit more. There's room for at least 4 letters. You cannot place 10 letters here anyway, but the tutorial says that. You should build like 10 guys and go here, so it should be fine. But I'm really not sure with this game. Like I said, it's been a while. Set letters. I mean, the order is there. They're just not doing it. Yeah, there will be nightfall soon anyway, I think. Come on. Set the letters already. And again, with the movement. Maybe it's too high. Maybe, yeah, this could be a tower, right? Let's see. I mean, we only get a top view, but no, this should be the same elevation than this. I don't know, man. Well, I think I'm fed up. I think I'll just place them here where the tutorial tells me to. Fuck that. I want some action now. Maybe we should get the archers away before we do that. If I ever get to pause the game again. Wow, this takes forever now. Oof. Ugh. This is annoying. Alright. These guys all have full health, but there are dead people under them. It's not too bad, I guess. Would be interesting to see the kills that we made as soon as night falls. I think I'm going to wait with the offensive until the next day, so but we can already move a little bit to the left. At least with the archers. You go here. The other archers. No, wait. I want to see how they move there first. If they're really doing it. Yeah, it's like placing tiles from one spot to the next. Yeah, I bet there are not many people that know this game anymore. I don't know. But it was one, at some point I really liked this game. It was one, I don't want to say it was one of my favorites, and I didn't play it all the time, but I'm pretty sure I was very fond of this game at some point. Alright, so this is paused now. Let's attack this tower here from here. Yeah. And then we can, let's see if the engineers go and place the letters there. There you go, Nightfall. Today is death enemy only, but how many? That's not very informative. I mean, maybe we don't get a ratio because none of our guys die. Normally it's like 1 to 10, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, whatever. So it's day 3 now. Cool. And yeah, we'll just put up a constant flow of soldiers, then we'll climb up the walls there. Do I want to move the catapult though? Nah. Nah, I think I'm good though. Alright. One more try, guys. Yeah, you put them up here now. Or I'm moving to the other side. Would be nice if you do it here. They can't be bothered. Let's see how quickly they move when I give them the order to build there on the left side. I mean, you have basically one spot more. This is like 4 squares, which are lower. And this is like 5 squares, so I don't see the big difference. But apparently the game does. Okay, they're active. So let's give them the engineering order. Curtain wall. Oh, these are different wall types, huh? No, that's also a curtain wall. Tower? Yeah, maybe it's because it's a tower. Let's see. Maybe. Let's see if they move. It's still beeping. Oh boy. These engineers are really something else. Alright. I don't know why they're not following that order. Maybe, yeah, I guess these guys are in the way. But I really need some troops there. Because, if they come down here, they're already very close. You know what? Maybe I can... Oh, shit. Maybe I can climb up another wall. Oh, no, that's way too far. This has a little more space. Doesn't have that corner cut out. It works here. Let's try. At least there are no people in the way here. They should be able to reach I can see some movement, I think. Ooh, the loading. Are they moving? Yeah. 1 foot at a time. Yes, they are. Yes, they definitely are. Alright, so we can bring the other soldiers up here now. Let them follow. You just go here for now. Yes, we got some action going now. We are about to enter the castle. Don't know if we're strong enough. The troop size does look somewhat even, if not in his favor. Even. I don't know. We'll see. But these troops cannot fight us all at once. There's a bit of bottleneck here on both sides. So also will depend on the strength of the individual troops, I guess. And some of them are already heard of these guys, of his guys. Alright. Let's check the situation on the left side. Hope the catapult is still doing damage. Look, yeah. Oh, it's quite nice. This is still a considerable force though. Doesn't feel like this, they have lost many troops here, huh? I don't know, I guess this little part here was filled with enemies as well at some point, and there's not another troop, another group waiting at the barracks, but the spear guys are still waiting for us up there and down here. No, here. 2, I think there were 3 spear guys. There's also a hospital and whatnot. Yeah, hospital. Just a random move. Alright. Cool, so let's see if this works. You can do it, I know it. Can you? I'm pretty sure that enemy will react if we do this. And they will come here with at least some troops to kick the ladders off. They're doing a little formation dance. Not sure. They're not sure if they really want to do it. Contemplating. Should we? Oh, I think this one is climbing. Looking good. Slow but steady. Yeah. I think we're getting there. And this takes forever. Sweet Lord. I don't know. You've seen yourself. I've changed the speed, but... Oh, are those ladders already up? Will they be standing there? Let's give them the orders already to defend this. And defend the ladders. If they can go up there, we'll see in a second. Yep, they're moving, alright. They're not getting... Oh yeah, there are 2 ladders way back there. These are already functional. So I'm expecting troops from both sides, I guess. Yes, there we are. There we are. Okay, that changes stuff now. That changes things. Alright, so we need to defend this position now. Oh boy, they instantly reacted to that. They definitely did. Look at that. They're all moving to the right now. And I think we want to target groups now with the archers. That might be wise, huh? I'm not sure why it says only one. Oh, but you still have to select from where. So it doesn't really make a difference, I guess. Let's leave it at what it is. They can drop down here and start a fight if they don't already have. Alright then. Wasn't there another troop? Are they all up there? Hard to believe. Oh, apparently. That's all we got. That has to be enough. That white thing is just a campfire. You can see them here. And bridges and ladders. Alright. But that is another group. So I guess we need to claim as much space as we can as quickly as we can. So you go defend that, and you follow up and defend up here, and then you will go here, but we'll have to see if they're not dropping down here. And you can defend the wall here. Alright. Let's see what that does. Things will get interesting now. Oh, maybe we should have saved before. That was maybe a mistake. No, it's too late. It's beeping everywhere. Okay, moment of truth, I'd say. Alright, I need to scroll. In order to scroll, I have to pause first. Weird, but that's the way it is. Okay, so we have established a position there. That's good. I think we should handle the group that's in front of us now. We also have some sergeants, but I think the Auguries also do have some better troops among them. A lot of dead bodies. These guys are still waiting. Is there something coming from the barracks? No, only 2 guys. And we have the spare groups somewhere scattered around as well. Alright. Let's see if it's enough. This will be interesting. This fight. Oh, I think, was that one of my guys that died? That was a new sound, wasn't it? Oh, see, they're coming down here now. I said they should defend this, but they're not really doing it. And you are covering an empty area at the moment, aren't you? Since I don't want to... Yeah, maybe you should shoot these guys. They seem to be stuck up there. Somewhat. There you go. From... Oh, you can actually travel a little bit to the right. Gives the other guys here more breathing room, and also cover the engineers a bit. Because they will fight the archers, for sure. And you can keep harassing these guys. From here. Alright. wonder how the reports will be. By the way, we haven't looked at any reports yet. Totals. That's everything we have. Doesn't tell us much. Groups. Yeah, those are the types, and this is what they're doing. Defend area, catapult area, attack area, defend area, hold position, group 12. These guys, oh, these guys need to go up here. All right, and that's it. Defend, attack, report to barracks. Those are the letter guys. Oh, they're going back with 6 letters. All right. And attack. Yeah, that's cool. Hospital. Let's see. It's empty. Good. That will change soon enough. Alright. So let's bring it. Here's the big fight. Weird noises. Twirling. Twitching. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit afraid about my catapult here. I think I'll move it. And I'm not sure what it does, but for the fun of it, let's just target the barracks. Maybe it will decimate their points or the troops that they can spend, or destroy them at some point. But I want them to be a little bit safer than they are. They can still go after my archers. I wish they would have a wider formation instead of being like 2 in a row, just 1 row. Oh well. Yes, run to safety. There's stuff going on. I'm not sure what, but there definitely is. Look at this. Just stacks of blue versus stacks of green. Now we just have to wait and let it play out, I guess. Should I fast forward that? I mean, I'm sorry. You always have the option to skip parts of the video, I guess. So I don't know. I think I'll just leave it running. So you also get a feeling how the game actually lasts, how long the game actually lasts. If you misremember that, maybe like I did. Like little birds, the chirping. It's the Wonder Boy treasure sound. That's what it is. If you remember that game, good old Sega console game, Sega Genesis, Mega Drive, and Master System, even more so. That's exactly the sound it made. That it made when you killed an enemy and a gold coin dropped. That was the sound. Alright, so the catapult is firing at the barracks. We don't see any damage yet, but that seems to be the first rock that is flying. The archers are not attacked for some strange reason. The last time I playtested this, or the only time I playtested this tutorial mission, they came down and fought the archers. They did a little bit, I think. One was here, one of the guys. And also the ranged enemies haven't done much. Oh, they're really dying here now. Look at this. The gate is almost empty. Yeah, I guess I want to prepare for any eventualities if I want to climb up somewhere else with the ladders. But I don't know. I didn't really do a good job watching the walls, which is kind of the point for. It's basically the only job that defenders have to do during a siege, right? Watch the walls that they don't climb up there. Anyway, so how is this fight going? Ooh, not good actually. Well, no, it is. Oh, that always confuses the heck out of me. Red is usually like a warning color, right? And the color of the enemies, and blue is more like the good guys. But it's not. It's reversed here, so it's going good. The front row is pretty dead, and we have only mostly lost only energy instead of health, while they are losing health as well, quite badly. I'm never sure if these guys want to drop down here or not, or what. So we should see some casualties soon enough. And then, depending on how this goes, if like 2 or 3 rows are falling, I might want to build a flag carrier. Because this is decisive, right? Should we go around here? No, we'll just draw more attention from the troops that are already here. We could fight one of the spare guys. They should be better. They're not doing anything at the moment anyway. I don't know, man. These are still a lot. I also kind of want to defend my archers. And there's still people here. So, let's just keep it going for another day or so. This has to be, like, there has to be some decisive change here. Some guy. Look at where that rocket's flying. It's flying all over our guys' heads and killing our guys. That was clearly this guy was clearly killed by our own catapult, and it should be aiming here. Jesus, what are you doing, guys? All right, so if they come out now, I don't really care, I guess. That's not how we do things around here. Definitely not. So what we're going to how can that be so far off? Wow. I think I need a clear line of fire here. Alright. I mean, I'm not sure if the catapult can climb a ladder. Let's test it out. Let's just go up here. Let's see if this works. Look at that poor fella. Just a fat rock landed on his head. Yeah, you're not moving, right? You don't want to do that. Oh, so it is a message that the order didn't work, I guess. Alright. Yeah. So you need a clear space. You know what? Yeah, I give you a clear space. Wizard, no, that's still there, too close. Well, if you can't help it, then I guess you'll have to attack from here then. No, There's still our troops in the way. Jeez. Oh, this is terrible. Alright, I'll put them straight in front of the main gate. Fuck it. If they die, they die. Okay. They're there anyway. Shouldn't take too long to move there. Let's set him up here. See what happens. I hope they're not hitting our archers now. Slow crawl, slow crawl. Boop, boop. Oh, this is a long day, by the way. I think it's because the loading time just increased with the battle here. I like seeing all those bloody green buddies on the floor there. That's a good sign. Can you fight these guys actually? That would be interesting. Oh, you're going up here now. I'm not sure that's what I wanted. I mean, it's nice that I finally got my one-man row, but I imagined it a bit different. Also, there's more reinforcement coming from there. Yeah, please come back. Which means my archers here don't have a target anymore. Yeah, this is completely empty now. So you can attack these guys if they're not moving. And let's do that from here. And you can attack target group. Would be nicer if the whole group got highlighted. Now I don't know which one belongs to who, to which group. He could be even on his own, and then we just kill a guy and then they do nothing. I don't know. Launch area. So maybe we should go a little bit further to the right. Right. Oh, that was the first death that we had, I think. That didn't sound good, right? Chirp, chirp. 11 enemy per 1 friendly. That's a pretty good rate. And we're at day 4. Alright, so yeah, I mean, stuff has happened, no doubt. It's not, this group isn't any smaller, but the guys that were on the left side at the gate are all gone to reinforce this battle here. So it could work with orders like replace some weaker guys and whatnot, but I don't think that's really necessary for this battle. It's, if they die, they die. I mean, and there's some fresh group at the barracks. That's not good. I'm not sure. Kind of afraid to already. I think it's too early to get my flag carrier going, but we can. I guess we can build like 5 engineers and 1 flag. Alright. And send him up here. We still have 4 more if he gets caught by some other troops. We just built new ones. Anyway, if they get to this guy here, I basically have lost anyway. And yeah, that's it. We cannot build any more unless we get some new troops out of the hospital. But that will only be like 1 or 2, I guess, in the near future. So yeah. Let's see. If you just look at the numbers, it doesn't look too good, right? But I hope the quality makes a difference. It still looks even, especially if you consider they still have some backup troops, right? So let's see how the life bars are. Oh, they do get hurt here. That's pretty nice. They are pretty low already, the reserves in the back here. That's good. What about the small group here? Now we can see, oh, even more coming. Yeah, those archers are really doing some damage now. Pretty neat. There you can see how they're dying. Let's see the backup actually here. Just more macemen, orc warriors. It's a small group only though, 5 dudes. Flag has arrived. It's still too early to move though. Also got this group here. I'm not sure if they're in fight. Let's see. Yeah, I think they get. I'm not sure if they get hurt from these guys or from the arrows. Yeah, well, battle will be over soon. Soon, that is, in 5 days or something. Like literally. In real life, 5 days. Yeah. It's beeping like crazy though. Boop, boop, boop. Damage, damage, death. Damage, damage, death. Something like that. Yeah, I think we're winning. I'm not gonna lie, but the numbers even look good now. But we do have some casualties. That's still the guy from the rock, but you can see some blue blood here. Blue armor stuff. Nightfalls, let's see. Yeah, 3 and 1 sergeant even. 4 per 1, that's still a good ratio. No hospital releases. Oh, let's save one more time. So, I think we can think about moving the flag. Wait, is there support on the left side? Yes, shit. But those guys are gone. I'm sorry. That's completely empty. Oh, damn, what are they firing on? I don't even know. Do I want to fire at the main gate? Can they reach those spare guys? Spear guys? Oh, let's get that wrong. Spear, spare? I don't know. Let's stay on this side of the river though. No! Wrong action area. Can you fire that far? That would be pretty neat. Alright. Doesn't make much sense to open up the main gate now. I think you can destroy it with rams or something. Maybe even with a catapult. But we are in already anyway, so let's give the archers something to do if they are not already. They're firing on these guys. Oh, they have a target group. Yeah, I remember. Let's stick with that. Launch area a little bit further to the right. And now you get a target group as well. And you'll launch from here. From the countryside. Okay. Let's continue. 12. Oh, they're running away or what? Wait. I thought that those were reinforcements, but those are replacements. These guys are... their morale is not good, apparently. Doesn't say. Just a little tiny bit damage there. I don't know, but it looks like we have won. Let's give chase. Hunt them all down. Oh, that also means that our archers are not firing at the right guys anymore. Wow, they have good range though. Look at those arrows. Gee. Oh, they're following them now. Alright, fine by me. You can do that. I'm going to chase them anyway with the other guys. Yeah, we have a group up here that can move north and secure this. And then we're already near the flag. How many groups are those? 2? We could split them up, but don't think we have to. Alright. And this group also, as soon as they're done with these guys, they can go up. Let's see if the catapult is actually doing something useful, or if it's even alive, or the engineers rather. Oh, it's not there yet, huh? Oh, it is. That's the first rock, probably. Come on, hit it. Hit it. No, way off. Alright. Let's leave it. Yeah, it's looking pretty good, but this is not a high difficulty anyway, so I shouldn't be surprised. Oh, there's already some opposition here. What is this? Exhausted soldiers. You know what? I think I'll send the next group that way as well. Let's see how many remain. Yeah, that is enough for them to deal with that. I'm not sure actually. Where are the archers? Where are the archers? What the hell? Oh, I know where they are. Oh no. Oh no. Because I cannot reach, they go back home. That's not the way to do it. Well, you could go up here and defend this area. I don't know what will be coming, but wait, further left. Yeah. Well, it's good to have some troops, no matter the type, around, somewhere around here. Alright, so let's see. So this is all empty now. This is done. Oh, wait a minute. Does it move right as long as I... No. Just... as long as I don't interrupt. No, it doesn't. It just has like a lag reaction. It does always like five scrolls to the right. More than I clicked, but anyway. Mark launch area? No, that's not what I want. I just say defend. Oh, they don't care. Wait, that's weird. Oh, maybe I should just do that. Okay. Soon, very soon, my orcish friends. That sound, even if you hear it a lot, it's kind of funny. Alright. Yeah, I think this is pretty much done now. Look at this. I mean, these guys are exhausted, dying, and whatnot, but there's a whole other group there. I mean, we could even let these guys be. If they join the other ones, doesn't really matter. So, there's nothing to protect anymore down here. You could join the other group up here. Defend this space. Yes. And you, finally, is there another orc group up here? There's this, another spear group somewhere. Alright, so instead of going to the flag directly, you need to kill those guys as quickly as you can. Oh wait, there's a better order for this. Target the group. Kill group all equipment. So they follow them. They should be fairly weak. They only have height armor. And as we've seen, ranged enemies don't do that much damage. Alright, so we're already near the flag. There's another spear group down there in southwest somewhere, but I think we will be able to deal with that. Okay, they're in close combat now. We should be alright. Yeah, they're boxed in. They cannot really retreat. What are these buildings, by the way? No, don't select a group. Hospital, I see. Oh, they're a bit exhausted. Alright. Yeah, let's help these guys out. Not that they really need the help, but There will be also next to the flag, which is what I really want. Oh yeah, how is my catapult doing, by the way? Nothing. That's a bit disappointing. And there's a little bit of reinforcement down there at the main gate. These guys are still there. Alright. The archers are here as well. You know what? The archers can help defend the flag, even if they're shitty if they get involved in melee combat, which they might. I don't know. Is that a good idea? Let's see if that works. And then we can also move the engineers in there. If we move the other big troop, let's just go here for now. They might, the remaining orcs might actually follow that big group, which is not horrible. How many are left from the first group? Still a bunch. Or we could try to attack them as well and get this over with quickly. Let's see if they can reach. They should be able to reach. If they cannot reach from this side, they will go around, I think. And then kind of do a two-pronged attack or something. Here they come. Yeah, I think that was necessary. We needed the second group involved there. A bunch of them do have contact. That is good. Day 5 almost over. These guys are weird. They're just sitting there guarding something. Oh, are they fleeing? There's a group fleeing, I think. Or maybe they have found a more interesting target. Like an engineer with a flag or something. That is the mace guy. I think I want to go after this guy now instead. Don't know what's happening up there. Alright. Where are my other archers, by the way? They can still fight in melee combat, even if they're not that good. There should be 2 groups of archers, right? Did one of them go back to the barracks? No. That's odd. They're hanging around here for some reason. Stuck in no man's land. Yeah, let's just send them to the flag as well. We'll take an eternity anyway. Game will be over till they get there. Alright, I don't know what's happening at the other places. I can see dead orcs. Alright, since we're here already, we might as well change flags now. It will take a full day to to win anyway. Might as well start now. I think, yeah, place flag. Indeed. Do that, please. Alright, everybody rally to the flag, and now it's a golden crown. The engineers are going home. Let's hope they survive this. Alrighty. Let's see who else we can... Oh, this fight is over. Let's bring everyone down there. Yeah, this is pretty much won. Let just everyone defend the flag, right? Doesn't really matter what happens anywhere else. That's a big group as well. The catapult is still doing something, who cares? It's not making much of a difference. Killed one of our guys though. Yeah, you can go up here to the hospital. And that should be pretty much it. I think we should be able to hold the flag. Okay, that's good. We placed the flag right before the nightfall, which means we will... It doesn't take too long to get this over on with 3 enemy per 1 friendly. Cool, so now we have to wait just for another day. I wish the speed thing would work properly, or I wish I would know how it works. Sorry. So speeding things up doesn't really work, you know, with the cursor thing there. I don't know, but I guess it's fast enough. You get the idea. Yeah, and there they are, and this is pretty much game over for the defenders. There's so much stuff around the crown now. This all group is dead, pretty much, or complete. Yeah, it's completely dead. There's a little bit of those are the spear guys from southwest, and there are some scattered single enemy troops. I don't have much of a chance. So. I wonder, does the enemy need engineers as well to replace the flag? Or is it enough to just attack it with a troop? Who knows? Yeah, well, that's interesting, playing the game again after all these years. After more than 2 decades. Imagine that. That's really weird. How long computer games have been there. Yeah. I mean, I didn't get the Atari phase, like the 2600 and all that. That was a little bit before my time, but all the rest I did experience. Like Commodore 64 when I was like a kid, and then teenage years, these DOS games, and yeah, like I said, Sega consoles. Yeah, Sega was big in Europe. Nintendo was bigger in Japan and in the US, of course. Yeah. And then it took off from there. Good old pixel days. I still love some of the games, the old games, but I can't say, to be honest, I can't say that I love the game. I think my memories are better than the actual game of this game. I'm sorry, I'm just being honest. It's just the truth. But I kind of can see why I liked the game back then, because you have to remember that you didn't have a lot of luxuries that you are used to nowadays, right? So I just like things with a lot of options and varieties, like a lot of different character choices or race choices and different, I don't know, types of enemies, and then, you know, just a lot of variety, like I said. And this game kind of does that. I will show you after this day is over. I'll show you what I mean. There's a lot, maybe not a lot of variety, but more variety than to the game than what you have seen so far. Yeah, and the AI is another thing. I guess if I would really get into the game again and like really seriously play through this, I think I would be bored fairly quickly, because it is true that jeez, they're killing my troops here. It's not exactly a tactical challenge, right? It's just a matter of patience, more or less. I mean, what decisions could I make in the end? I had, like, at least for this map, maybe the next maps are different, probably. But there wasn't too much that you could actually decide. You have a certain amount of troops, and you can just decide where you attack and all that. Alright, they're in a fight now, so that's good. And that should be the last group of them. And it's 6:30 p.m. This thing is over. Yeah, but also maybe on higher difficulties it's different. Get some archers dead. Not a good ratio, 2-to-1. Hospital release. And it's green, not red. Fort Near has fallen. Your armies cheer as the enemy flees into the forest where they belong. I don't know why it's so good that they're in the forest, but apparently it is. Alright. Is there anything more coming up? Or is this just the end screen? Yeah, we're not exactly spoiled. We were not exactly spoiled with great outros and endings there back then, I guess. I'm not sure. Should I click? I guess I have to, right? Nothing is happening. Oh, and we're back here. Yeah, right. But yeah, even if you unpause the game, oh, you cannot even unpause the game. It's just you can take a final look at the situation, which isn't like super interesting. Catapult is just still down there, and yeah, there's not much left. Oh wow, there's another troop up there that didn't even come into play. Yeah, talking about bad AI, right? There's another fight at the main gate. Oh, they're all the way up there in the corner. I see. Yeah, I don't know. It's not like it. It's not exactly chess, I guess. Oh, he built more troops. All right. Anyway, so that is that. So let's quit the game. Go back to the main menu. And load another scenario. Oh, there's also an editor there. Make edit scenario. That's always good. I always like that. So as you can see, there are quite a bunch here. Arch, Elissa, Ella, High Rock or something. Near. We have all colorful names and numbers. Ask. So yeah, let's just look into this arch. I don't know what arch is. Does it mean the campaign has archers, or is it the name of the castle or something? So it will probably ask attacker defender first. That's also kind of weird that you get that option. This is almost like the thing you get additionally nowadays with if you buy an real-time game, real-time or any strategy game, real-time strategy game. You get like I'm sorry. You get the normal campaign and maybe some random additional maps, right? Like something like that. Wait, didn't it load? That's odd. And that is basically the main event here. What is like a bonus content for modern, not RPGs, but modern strategy games. Oh man, I really wanted to show you some more maps. Oh. Let's give it a second. This game always takes its time. Yeah, man, I remember this screen here vividly. That brings back some good memories that apparently clash with reality. Anyway, yeah, there are a few more games that I want to get running. Some of the older games that I'm still struggling with. I hope I can get them running at some point. Well, it seems like it doesn't want to load at the moment. We'll restart this and then edit it in. So see you in a moment. Alright. Second try. Arch 311 for whatever reason. Why it's not 312 or 310. God only knows. I hope it loads this time. I did get it to load before, so it would be strange if it doesn't work. Yeah, I think it takes a second. The screen gets red at some point. Yeah, I'll get back to you as soon as it starts, I guess. Oh, here we go. For some reason, it didn't like the Arch maps. I don't know. Tried another one. Didn't load either, but this is now the Elissa map or something. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's try Defender. Easy. Oh, we are the Crown. And, let's see. See? You got a lot of troops, you know. Human Warrior, that's not new. Human Hero, that's new. Personality brutal, like every hero. Two-handed sword, plate, and a heater? Alright. And Purple Wizard, mild-mannered. Human Spear Hurler, even-tempered. This is what I like. Elf Archer, mild-mannered. Elf Elite Archer. Elf Sergeant. See, so much options. I really like that. You have this as well. All oil cauldrons. Ballista. Yeah, this is like a more advanced map now. Let's take a look at the map here. Oh. And we're fighting orcs, I take it. Or something. Anyway. Let's actually load this map and start out as an orc, because this is apparently a map, LS 936, that has a lot of variety when it comes to troops. So let's see the orc side, the attacker side. Let's scroll around as well a bit so that we get an impression. Oh, there are already some troops placed here. Look at the guys, yeah. Human engineer with oil quadrants. Yeah, you can use that. Yeah, I think you can even combine something like with catapults, make like a fiery mess. Instead of throwing rocks, you can throw burning stuff or something. Alright, and here we go. This is one of the races that's a bit unusual. It's not an orc or anything, it's a Domuk archer. Short bow, animal hide. It's like a small race. Orc warriors, orc engineer, troll sergeant. Kind of weird. Normally the trolls are like the stupid, I don't know, bully types that are not very bright. But in this game they are like the leader type. There's a sergeant. The strongest one is leading the pack, I guess. Ox spear hurler, troll warrior. And they're also warrior types. Yeah, I like all these games. Like, this remembers me of Master of Orient too. It's a little more advanced, but it also has like these little creature types. I always like that. Orc elite warrior. And now we have to place the flag here. That's kind of cool. And yeah, so I think I'm not going to play more games, but it is kind of fun. More maps of this game, but it is kind of fun to see it again. Definitely. Let's check out more here. This is like a variation of the same thing or what? 937? Let's see if this... Oh, this doesn't really load, right? Does it? Doesn't say attacker. Oh, there you go. Attacker. Alright. And this is another thing. It's different. Troll warrior. Tech here archer. Don't remember that. Tech here sergeant. Another race apparently. Those are blue goblin warriors. Wimpy. Alright. Mild mannered goblin sergeant. And an engineer. So yeah, as you can see, Dread Knight. Brutal. You have a lot of different stuff going on. What's this? Oh, siege towers are also available. Interesting. Pretty cool. Also just normal soldiers, spear guys. Yeah, well, the layout changes from map to map, I guess? No, it's the same. Oh, I see. That's why it has numbers. It's kind of the same map, but it's a different scenario, I guess. Alright. Man, this is not good. Because it's lagging like crazy if I go into that map mode. Let's see. So, let's take Elis Ella. Don't know what the difference there is. Let's test it out. Let's hope it loads. So far, only the first ones didn't load. Seems like this one isn't loading either. Let's try High Rock or whatever it's called. Maybe I'm just too impatient as well. I don't know. Pretty sure I got this. Yeah, I loaded this one at some point. Alright. These look different. Oh, these are the dwarves. Battle Axe, Chainmail. Interesting. Oh, what's that? Zolim. Mild-mannered magician. Even the evil guys can be mild-mannered. Oh, that's a battering ram. Cool. I think we had all those. Sergeant. Gnomes. Stomach. Yeah, it's repeating itself a bit, but we can check the other side here because we have dwarfs here now. That was high, so let's choose the defender side. So there you go. Let's see what we can build here. Ah, this looks different. Dwarf sergeant. Quick anger. Alright. They have some stats here. Damage, armor. What's that? Adjacent or what? Attack. Yeah, I guess the sergeants support make their troops better if they're close to them, right? Defense. Ballistic. Human berserker. Oh man, my voice is really annoying me. Human sergeant. Dwarf warrior. Elf elite archer. Dwarf axe thrower. Dwarf elite warrior. Dwarf engineer. Yeah, they should have engineers, right? Dwarf hero. I don't know why heroes always have to be brutal. Only brutal person can be a hero. Elf sergeant. Alright. Yeah, I don't know if there's much more to see here, but let's see. What else do we have? High. Near. It will repeat itself at some point. I think those are the big factions, I guess. Elves, dwarves. Humans, orcs, goblins, and all that. Yeah. Now you're only operating with goblins. And Domok warriors. Tiny evil creatures. Do we really need to go through all the maps? Let's see how many more there are. Well, let's take the last one. I think I skipped 2 maps, like not all scenarios anyway, but two maps. So I think we're not missing out on too much there. Let's see. What are these? What are those? Yeah. This was new. Gnome engineer. And this is Arachnid warrior. Interesting. Yeah, we had those. Letters and all that. Exit. What are you? Tech here. Oh yeah, we had those guys. Well. So now I've seen Siege again. Maybe you've been playing it for 25 years straight and laugh at my ridiculous attempts here to play the game. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I hope I see you next time. Have fun, everybody. Bye bye.